Hey everybody, this is Kimberly, and you are watching Thriving on a Budget. Today, I wanted to talk to you guys about cooking and how that saves you guys money. Really, it's one of those things that cooking is essential to save money. If you are on a budget and you are trying to figure out how to make your money stretch, if you're low income, even if you're decent income, it's prepping your meals, planning for your meals, and cooking can save you so much money. So, I'm going to talk to you guys about two of my favorite like kitchen toys, gadgets, whatever you want to call them, that help me save money when I'm prepping and figuring out what we're going to be eating for the week. So, first of all, this is like my favorite toy is this griddle. Okay? I got this for free from a Facebook classifieds ad. Somebody had posted that they had doubles of a lot of things and they were getting rid of them. So that cost me $0. And since it's big like that, it's really nice if I'm batch cooking a lot of pancakes to put in the fridge for the week. If I'm batch cooking a bunch of turkey burgers or tortillas. Sorry about that shadow. That's at a weird angle. But yeah, so this is really nice to cook large amount of things at once if you have a big family, but also for meal prepping or batch cooking for your fridge. I don't know how much these are retail. I don't. It might be like $20 or something like that. I'd have to look it up. But seriously good investment as if you get one of these because it saves so much time with cooking when you can cook a bunch of things at once. We sometimes caramelize onions and throw them on there. But huge time saver, especially if you are trying to save money in the kitchen specifically. Another thing that I really like is, this is going to be hard to pick up one-handed. I'll bring it over here. It's called a convection oven. Okay. This is my convection oven. I had never heard of these before in my entire life until like 4 or 5 years ago. We got it at like a family party auction, and it's really cool because it's kind of, it does something similar to what a crock pot does, but without making things soft. It makes things crisp. So you can put meat in this and set the temperature and the time, and then it turns off when it's done cooking. So that's really nice if you're super busy running around the house. If you are chasing the kids, if you have very little time to get ready because you have to get ready for work and you need something to be cooking in the background, fantastic thing. It makes vegetables really crispy. If you're trying to eat healthier, these are really nice. It was kind of a learning curve to figure out how to use it, but after I did, I absolutely love it. And it helps me save a lot of time, a lot of money, as far as cooking goes, because a lot of people don't want to spend all day in the kitchen, and I get that. So I really like these devices, but in addition to that, I have this method, and I don't even know if it's like a real concept, but it's what I call it, is partial prepping with cooking. Because when people are like, yeah, it would save me a lot of money to cook, but I don't have time. So what you can do is partially cook or partially prep meals in the little pockets of time that you do have. Something that I'm kind of notorious for is like making tortilla dough or pancake batter and then putting it in the fridge. And then when I have a little bit more time, that's when I'll make, a whole griddle full of tortillas or pancakes or whatever it is I'm doing. So I can still make these meals at home from scratch if that's going to save me money. But it doesn't mean you have to do everything at once. If you are super busy, maybe you made bread dough. Maybe you made bread dough and you're like, oh crap, it's super late. I have to get up early in the morning. Just put the dough in the fridge. Make the bread tomorrow. It's not a big deal. I do like making bread. I can make bread. I really prefer doing tortillas. They are kind of foolproof. So if you're someone that doesn't have a lot of experience with baking, and this last year with everything that went down because of the sickness, a lot of people were trying to bake bread for the first time in their lives, and it is a little bit of an art and a little bit of a science, and some people really struggled with it. Tortillas are dirt easy. So, okay, so the basic ingredients in flour tortillas is flour, salt, some kind of solid oil type substance. Some recipes call for lard. I don't like lard. I use like a vegetable shortening. You could probably use coconut oil as easy as anything else. And so you use those items, you combine them, and then maybe it might have a tiny bit of water, but for the most part, it's just the oil, the flour, and the salt. I don't have my recipe card in here with me. Um, it's super, super easy. Then you roll it into balls and you put it in the fridge to chill it. And then when you're ready, you flatten them out and you can put them on the stove or, like I said, on one of these griddles, and you can do way more, way faster. So that's an option. If you are wanting to save money and you realize bread like products is an area that you spend a lot of money if you have a large family, or if for whatever reason, if you're really, really tight on funds right now, making your own tortillas is insanely easy. Totally foolproof. Um, Another thing that was an absolutely golden piece of advice I've heard before as far as saving money on food: only grocery shop once a week. If you only grocery shop once a week and just kind of commit to your meal plan, whatever it is. So we do meal planning. I know it's backwards because my camera's in reverse right now. But you write down, Sunday through Saturday, and you figure out what you have in your fridge, you figure out what you have in your cupboard, and you figure out what kind of meals you can make for the week. So you're buying less at the grocery store to begin with, but you're also committing to what you're cooking for the week. That doesn't necessarily, like, in the beginning, I didn't think it was going to save me money. It totally did. Like, once I started doing meal planning and grocery shopping around that meal planning, you waste way less groceries. You're throwing out way less stuff when you are intentionally shopping for meals. So I only put down planned dinners on the list because lunches we can always use leftovers, and breakfasts were pretty simple at my house. Sometimes we do eggs or cereal or something. I often do a protein shake just because I'm not super hungry in the morning, but you always need protein. But these are things to think about, guys. So think about, what is it you intend to eat this week or make for your family? What groceries do you already have so you don't have to buy as much? Is there ways that you can batch cook on the weekends or partial prep for meals, so you're still able to cook and thus save money, so you're buying less convenience meals and going out to eat less? There is this show that I'm absolutely obsessed with, and I think it's really funny, and I binge watch it sometimes. It's called Till Death Do Us Part. You can watch it on YouTube. It's a British show about couples trying to figure out how to make money stretch and work and whatever. And these people have no concept of a budget whatsoever. These people just spend money because they want something. It really helps you see how some people really don't understand how much money they make or how much their bills are. And, like, yeah, sometimes it can be funny, but sometimes it's genuinely sad that these people don't understand how to create a budget and how to live off of it. And I think that that's probably more people than not. And so if that's not a show that you've already watched, I would encourage you to look up Till Debt Do Us Part on YouTube and watch a couple of those episodes. It really kind of opens your eyes of how you can save money and what you're doing wrong, I guess. And by you, I mean everyone. Me too. We definitely had to make a lot of decisions on how to better our finances. And you have to be honest and you have to be accountable with yourself. You need to actually do the numbers and be like, okay, how much do I make? How much are my bills? And can I afford A, B, or C? There's been plenty of times that maybe there's something that I need for like a month or two, and I put it off until it fits into our budget. I don't need everything every time that I want it. So these are things to think about, guys. Things to think about, how you can save money on food, planning on budgeting, figuring out what it is that's going to work for your family and how you can personally improve your finances. I hope that this was helpful, and I hope you guys have a fantastic Sunday. Bye, guys.